Let's play a game. See if you can spot the difference.
What are you suffering for? You're proud of some kind of personal war. So this is continuous happiness.
Spotted it yet? The same voice but a very different style of music? Give yourself a pat on the back if you did. You're listening to Dallas Green, who spends half his time singing and playing guitar with Canadian hardcore rock band Alexisonfire, and half his time doing his solo acoustic stuff under the name of City and Colour. He is currently touring around the UK with City and Colour, performing at 9 sold-out gigs. Some shows sold out in an hour, and tickets were being sold for £200 a piece over the internet, so clearly this guy has a following. I was fortunate enough to meet him before his gig at Rescue Rooms, and he told me how City and Colour was born.
I've been playing acoustic guitar, since I was a kid. I just never called it City and Colour because I didn't really have anyone to listen, or put out records. So when it came time for the idea of me to put a solo record out came around, it was like, I just didn't want to do it under my own name. So that's kind of when I just decided to call it something else, But I've been making like demos and selling demos in St. Catharines where I'm from since I was like 18 years old, It's just that I wasn't in a really popular band that people could find out about it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think it didn't really come about out of anything. It just happens to be like I've just been playing guitar since I was 8.
So it's all very well being a solo artist, as well as being in a band, but I wanted to know why he chose to go under the name of City and Colour, instead of just being Dallas Green.
I felt really weird about putting out a record with my name on it, or making a t-shirt with my name on it, there's something about it that just doesn't make me feel comfortable. So I wanted, plus I like the idea of being separate from the music, Something that where Dallas, I can be Dallas myself, I can be myself at home. I don't need Dallas Green, the artist, I can just be Dallas Green from these bands or from these projects and stuff like that. Plus it gives you freedom to do whatever you want with it, it doesn't always have to just be Dallas Green, and especially if I want to bring in other dudes to help me write or other guys to play with me, it doesn't have to be Dallas Green and his band, it can just be City and Colour.
Could just have conversation, and I fall.
Both City and Colour and Alexisonfire have really started to take off all over the world, and rightly so. But how does he juggle being in both, and does one take preference over the other?
They both kind of make me appreciate both of them, you know what I mean? Like when I've been on tour with Alexis for so long, it's nice to just kind of just play guitar by myself and quietly. And it's hard. It's getting harder actually to do both.
Yeah.
So I don't know what I'm doing, but I'll just cross that bridge when I get there.
What makes a man walk away from his mind? I think I know. I think I might know.
Dallas has released 2 solo albums, Sometimes in 2005 and Bring Me Your Love earlier this year. However, his latest record has a completely different sound to it.
First record was just there's a lot of songs I had written when I was a teenager, and I recorded it in 2 days, 2 separate days in a year, and I recorded that almost 4 years ago, right? So my voice has changed and the right songs has changed, and I just wanted to make a record. Plus I wanted to make a record that sounded different, it sounded more live, you know what I mean? And that's why I kind of made Bring Me Your Love like that. I wanted it to be more organic sounding, I don't think it was a conscious effort. It was just I had just evolved as a songwriter and a person, and that's kind of the way it came out.
A simple souvenir of someone's kill, like the sea. I'm constantly changing from calm to ill. Madness fills my heart and
On the new record, he works with Gordon Downey from the Tragically Hip, an iconic singer-songwriter from Dallas's homeland of Canada. So how did it come about?
I emailed, well, I got his phone number via, managers, calling managers, things like that. And I had met him a couple times beforehand, so I just called him and I said, hey, Gordon, it's Dallas, how do you feel about maybe singing on a song with me? And he was really into the idea of it. So I emailed him the demo of the song that I had made, and he liked it.
So with Alexisonfire just finishing a tour, City and Colour just finishing a tour, and releasing a new album, what's next for Dallas?
I'm going to hopefully come back near the end of the year. I might only do a couple of shows though, because I'm going to do more of a European tour this time. But I'll do a couple of shows definitely in the UK, so you might have to drive.
After the interview, I went and watched the gig, and I was totally blown away. A mate of mine said to me that he thought Dallas Green was the best singer-songwriter to come out in the last 40 years. After seeing Dallas live for myself, I'm beginning to think the same thing. Bring Me Your Love is out now and can be downloaded off iTunes, or if you're old-fashioned like me, it's available from all good record stores. This is the first single to be taken from the new album, but who better to introduce it than the man himself?
Hey, it's Dallas from City and Colour, and you're listening to my song Waiting on Fly FM.
Might feel better than this. Attempting to discover where to begin. You're weighed down, you're full of something, of sickness and desertion.